spelled Gannondorf.
Dude.
I'm gonna have to look at the.
Do your best with that. Don't be afraid to spell it wrong, because you know Frenchies.
Right, nice interrupt. We're just gonna go right into it, regardless of the spelling.
Yeah, Gannondorf is just kind of a monster of Azwel. Playing from France, so shout out to the power of Parsec connecting to this New York stream. Oh, he had the whiff, but just preemptive whiff punish. So
I'm already seeing like some weird interactions between this character. I guess it's like an Azwel thing, because I was seeing the same thing earlier on War of the Roses. Just spaghetti movements and things not hitting properly. I don't know if that's a Parsec or SOULCALIBUR or just a damn Azwel thing.
yeah, it's gonna be a combination of all those things. So right now, Gannondorf is slowing down quite a bit, just kind of trying to adapt to the weirdness of a character like Yoshimitsu, and a pretty wild player that is Yoshimitsu to 6, and getting this huge wall combo. This stage is so volatile for Yoshimitsu, just like half your life is just gone in an instant once you get that wall splat of Yoshimitsu.
Yeah, and you see that all the time with Yoshimitsu's. A part of their gameplay is to push you towards the wall and just go for that wall hit. It does so much damage.
It doesn't even have to be wall, it's just like the edge game on Yoshimitsu is just always so volatile. It's like either getting like wall splat for half your life, or the the ring outs are just so devastating for Yoshimitsu. But here comes a Soul Charge, so Azwel is still one of the best Soul Charge characters in the game, in my opinion. Trying to get that wall splat with a reverse axe slow, but Yoshimitsu, the 6, just shuts it down with a counter hit. No Soul Charge for you. You don't get to play SOULCALIBUR 6 today. Yoshimitsu, the 6, gets the first game.
Yeah, and 3-0, by the way. I mean, what a way to open this tournament tonight. I'm not even sure what Ganon could have done. I just think he kind of got bulldozed, but I think this stage change should do him some good. I think that the previous stage definitely in Yoshi's favor. This will give him some more space to work with as an Azwel player.
Yeah, I agree. Just he needs to be able to create space and maintain that space, because typically with Azwel players, just characters and players that just able to get in their face and just run their offense, especially when they have like 10 frame moves, just the ability to counter hit fish, that can give Azwel players a hard time. So if Yoshimitsu the 6 just keeps up this pressure, there we go. Okay, so we have an auto GI. We're slowing down the pressure now. Just slowing down the pressure. Just trying to create some space between the two characters. That is just Gannondorf's opportunity to, get this somewhat in his favor. But there's Yoshimitsu the 6, showing that his pressure is just relentless. He's just in his face and just staying there, with Gannondorf just not being able to just push him away.
Definitely, I mean, he was trying to slow down the pressure, but again, Yoshi just has so many ways to apply his pressure. His stances, Oki, get up, stance mix. I mean, you name it, he has it. But one of the things I did notice is Yoshimitsu 6 has opened the round with that unblockable attack. So it's the second time he's done it. I don't know if that's going to be enough to make a connection here, but
Again, that spear art is kind of getting Gannondorf like just free pressure relief, which is funny since it's such an unsafe move. You just call it out, you can just get him killed. But that shield art has saved him a few times now. Now we're gonna be in X, so we're gonna set up for a 50-50. Yoshimitsu the 6 starts trying to get away, but he does wake up into the he avoid the puddle, the full crouch 3K soul charge. So just completely relentless. Like he just doesn't want to give Gannondorf like any space to breathe. Here comes Gannondorf into bird break. Oh my god. So that's the thing. So Gannondorf just has to get Yoshimitsu 6 to block. And when he gets him to block, then Gannondorf can make something happen. It's really interesting.
Yeah, and I mean, it makes sense, right? If you're able to slow down the shenanigans that is Yoshimitsu, I mean, you're on a good track, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. I think Gannondorf just has to keep up the pressure, really.
just slowing down the shenanigans and just continuing to set up these mix-ups that Azwel has, especially in the axe mode. But right now we're comfortable with just shield and spears, which is absolutely good. You know, you got access to auto GI, you have access to lows, but now Yoshimitsu just has a little bit of what left. This is high pressure situation. I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean that was. I think that's six. That axe poke where he just kind of like shoves the axe forward. I believe that's 6B. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, it's one of the best moves in the game.
Yeah.
14 frames, just this big. It's just this big weapon. Just
Exactly, and it was the right call out there, right? You know Yoshimitsu wants to get in. You want to stop him and just create just enough space to just hurl your axe across the screen, and you know Yoshi responding with a stage change, and this is absolutely going to benefit him to go back to this same stage. Well, you know, different time of day, but basically the same layout. This is definitely Yoshi's favor. We're definitely going to see more pressure from him, and that means Gannondorf is going to have to just keep the offense going. He cannot let up.
Yeah, I thought maybe he had to slow it down with some defense, but you might be right. Just right now, it's the best defense and good offense. Just put the pressure on Yoshimitsu 6, which will deny his own pressure and just keeping it. And once again, that spear art, 3 for 3, I believe, is continuing to land that auto GI property into the knockdown, into a devastating 50-50. Round 1, Gannondorf was a little shaky at the beginning, but he managed to clutch it out at the end.
Yeah, this is looking much better from him, considering that he's been on the stage before. I think he's finally gotten warmed up a little bit. And he kind of sees that the reason why he lost that first set is because Yoshi just kept the pressure going and just kind of enforced his offense. But this, he just cannot get wall splat.
That was such an interesting round for Gannondorf. Like, that whole round was all sword damage. And sword doesn't have access to any, like, true lows, right? But he managed to get about, like, 80% leg just on sword pokes and just getting these, like, counter hits and just getting these ranged pokes in. So, like, that was... I was wondering if he could do more sword stands, but that was just a great round. All sword damage, all day. And looks like Yoshimitsu 6, whatever momentum he had at the beginning, he's just running out of steam. Maybe Soul Charge can make something happen, but he's fighting a huge life deficit. Oh wait, there's a whip punish, so... No, it's not! It was this low!
It was too late!
I 30 CE! But, Soul Charge, damage, getting return on investment. Ooh, nice reset into the throw, but it gets a lucky break from Gannondorf. Now he has his Soul Charge. This is so close. This is a must-win for both players. Oh my god!
Oh my god! Wake up, Axlo. I can't believe he did that. You know, I was really watching like, okay, what's gonna happen? Wake up, Axlo. I mean, to be on the receiving end of a wake up Axlo is just so demoralizing. Oh, I feel so bad. But
the receiving end of Axlo, like, you know, is bad enough. But like the wake up in
wake up,
to Yoshimitsu pressure when like he had so much damage. He's like, okay, I'm feeling myself, getting this comeback, and then it's like, hey, wake up, this is an Axlo.
By the way, Yoshi 6 won the first set 3-0, and Gannondorf brought it back last set 3-0. So what a reversal that entire set was.
Definitely a good reversal. I like that. Like, he was. I don't know, man. Like game 2, it just seemed like a little bit more active. Like the bigger stage kind of helped him get his like groove on. Know what I'm saying? Just having more confidence in axe, a little bit more confidence in shield. Didn't really bust out the sword too much until that game 3, and once he focused on a sword as well, like I thought that was just like the most dominant round he had. So perhaps if they meet up again, maybe Gannondorf can focus a little bit more on sword. But you know, situations always so volatile. They just change at the the toss of a hat in SOULCALIBUR 6. But I just thought that was that one particular round with Gannondorf was just like just so much control, so much domination. That just kind of shows the flexibility that Azwel can have over his opponent once you just kind of just get that good read on your opponent. It's like, wait, he can handle this. I'm just gonna poke him out.
We have an op.
All right, so next up is Twice a Day versus Incorrect Defense. It looks like Twice is on the left, just based on the characters. Yeah, that's gonna be Twice on the left and Incorrect Defense on the right.
I didn't say anything.
Right, so I have not seen Incorrect Defense in quite some time. I have played with this player before an extended set, and his 2v is ridiculous. Like, it's just solid play. But I mean, he's going up against a monster twice a day. Is no, you know, his Kilik is very solid, so this should be a good matchup.
Definitely a solid Kilik, definitely a solid 2B. What's interesting about Twice a Day's Kilik, compared to other Kilik players, is that Twice a Day is the kind of player that likes to attack. So as a result, he kind of has a more aggressive Kilik than we're used to seeing from someone, say, like a Party Wolf style, who's more focused on the block punishment, more focused on the defensive style. So this is kind of maybe a battle between the offense versus offense, but obviously 2B is kind of the more volatile character when it comes to like pressure, mix-up, and offense. So we're gonna see some. We're gonna have to see some like good defensive play eventually from Twice a Day, but right now it's very, very close, neck and neck between both players. But Twice a Day is keeping solid, getting those BBs, safe moves all day, trying to get the evasion, but this round is still going on. But we're gonna get the lows, the counter hit, but that last moment, Incorrect Defense had the frame advantage and capitalized on it, so he just interrupted whatever Twice a Day had to do. Good round for Incorrect Defense, but too close for comfort perhaps.
And I think that's what this is gonna come down to: who can really keep the offense going. And you know, just like you said, Twice a Day he plays really offensive Kilik, but Incorrect Defense's offense with 2B in particular is also really good. And like I always say, like I literally said this earlier as well, and I say it all the time, 2B is going to find a way to 2B the game. So there's always that. Just her being in this game is a factor as well.
It's like, and what a good character, but wait a minute, we have a soul charge already with this field, but that is such an unfortunate thing that just happened. He thought he had the wall slide, but he just fell out of it.
And he was expecting the third hit there, going for an RI. And just no dice.
Oh and no! Another whip GI. You can tell that Twice a Day is frustrated. And oh my god, this is not gonna land! Tech crouch!
Oh, yes, her 8. Yeah, her aggression stance, she is tech crouch. That was kind of a Hail Mary. I mean, I don't know, maybe he forgot he was already in Soul Charge? I mean, because I think a Soul Charge would have made sense, but he was already in Soul Charge, so.
I mean, there's one particular situation in that aggressive stance that I can see that Twice a Day CE landing, which is if Incorrect Defense was going to go in for like an aggression throw, then yeah, Twice a Day's evil CE would catch that, but I think it was not so much a reaction, it was just oh my god, I'm in this terrible situation, let me just throw out the CE.
Yeah, something, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, so I think it was more of a panic as opposed to kind of like, you know, it wasn't making a read, it was in panic. And I think to save this match, you know, we gotta stay cool, we gotta just continue to analyze our opponent and bust out the right option depending on what's happening.
Yeah, and these aerial leaps coming from Incorrect Defense have been paying so much dividends. I don't, like, what can Kilik, oh god, what can Kilik really do to keep her out of the air? I'm not sure if he has much, you know, to control that.
What would be, it's just normal to have big headboxes. I don't know if BB got evaded. It probably did, if my memory serves correctly, but perhaps just not focus too much on the aerial leap and just, you know, just kind of focus on the same game, you know?
Incorrect Defense opting to, oh lord, Twice a Day, don't do this, oh lord. Incorrect Defense opting to Soul Charge from full screen, and Twice a Day just went to the ground. I don't know why he did that. That was weird. That was a weird interaction from both players. Yeah,
that's kind of like shades of like Shenhua, which is kind of, but he doesn't have Crybaby, so.
That's what I'm saying, you know. If you Soul Charge in neutral like that, I mean, you know, you can run in and kind of apply something and just kind of let Incorrect Defense get away with it. Now being down by 2, Incorrect Defense up by 2, and he's just running away with this. I'm just offense coming from him is just on point.
Yeah, just up by 2, just the sheer mix-up machine that is 2B just coming out in full force. So perhaps a reflection of the last game between Gannondorf and YoshimitsuVI. It's a matter of just kind of finding ways to slow him down. Even just a 2A poke, just get your turn back, could go a long way, and you know, just maintaining that space. But when I said that, you said, Clive, that Gannondorf just like go in. So maybe that's just what Twice a Day has to do. You know, he has to go to his comfort zone and just get in. That's a great duck in that situation right there with the aerial leap.
Yes, I was just gonna say he's finally found an answer for that. But is it too late? I mean, his gauge is blinking red, and oh lord,
no!
And there it goes. That's gonna be it.
Break! What?
And I literally just said that. Is it too late? His gauge is blinking red. Boom, guard gets broken. Ah, it's just so unfortunate because we we both know Twice a Day to put on much more of a clinic when it comes to competing, but Incorrect Defense just bulldozing him both sets. Like, wow.
This is definitely one of those matches where like I like it'd be interesting if you just see one more game, you know, just
Yeah.
game 3. If we saw one more game, because we're seeing signs of Twice a Day just adapting and like finally, you know, making reads and finally doing things that at least take away 1 or 2 options from 2B. We're starting to see that development. But then at the last moment, you know, just Incorrect Defense was just able to, you know, get his turn back, getting a bunch of damage, getting that guard break. I'd say if it went to game 3, we'd see a much different like Twice a Day. It just seemed like he was just warming up, but unfortunately, I feel like this game ended a little too soon for Twice a Day. But much props to Incorrect Defense for, you know, showing the sheer offensive power of 2B and just overwhelming Twice a Day's Kilik.
2B going 2B.
What the heck?
Listen, I'm not gonna stop saying that. 2B is in the wrong game. We welcome her, but she's in the wrong game, okay? And she's just gonna find a way to just put her to X Factor and just go. That's what I low-key call her soul charge. It's just X Factor to me.
It's just X Factor 2B. You said it. Like, I've been to tournaments, man. I've done, you know, both team leagues with Ayo Boom, and just almost every time I just hear someone just like, I do not want to face 2B. I don't want to face Nova Mage. Like, if there's a 2B player, like almost everyone's just like, please don't let me like.
I'm telling you, she's gonna 2B the situation, and it's so crazy because she has such like high mix-up potential. I can't tell you how many times I've legit gone into lab like, okay, let me lab the situation. And I'm like, wait, but she can also do this, and this. You know what? I just forget it. Just if I come across a 2B, I'm just gonna try to fight, and we'll see what happens.
It's like, okay, what's the option where I'm okay eating? And then you have to tell yourself like, okay, what moves do I want to call out? The one bright moment that Twice a Day had was what was it? 2B went for it was an arrow leap into the K, which is safe on block, but it's a high. So if you call it out, then she dies for it. So Twice a Day did have that call out. He was willing to duck, and if it was an incorrect read, I don't think it was that much damage on Kilik. Worst case would just kind of be just regular on hit normal damage, right? It wouldn't be a counter hit. It's just you know, standing block or crouching block mix up. So so that is one situation where, you know, me being a player who fights against 2B, like, I'm okay ducking there. But again, it's just one of the things, just like, you have to know her options, and you have to go, okay, so what pattern is my opponent falling into, and, you know, what option do I want to call out? And that is a common 2B option, particularly with that aerial K, but it's just one of like a million situations that 2B can put you into.
Exactly.
So, you know, 2B gun 2B.
So while I get the next round of matches set up,
Show.
You wanna hit the yeah, go for it.
You don't have to say anything. The second you get on, I'm like, yeah, yeah. Match soon, guys. Sorry, Ian is working behind the scenes, guys. Please take a second to hit up that match arena while you're waiting, guys. Make sure to hop out the event. Oops, that is the wrong ticker from yesterday. Sorry, give me a sec. Let me get the correct ticker over there. And anyway, guys, please use the crowdfund page. The promo code is Save NLBC 229. You'll donate 50 cents to the prize pool free. Check out the marketplace if you want an item, as well as a special sponsor quest for Punch Planet. That is 30 cents to the prize pool. We got G Fuel Energy. We got Matcherino. That's 90 cents. We got Twitter quests. We got YouTube quests. That's 30 cents. We got Twitch quests. Thank you to the top 5 contributors. Look at that, 50 cents for following the channel on Twitch. Get to it, guys. Remember, the sponsor quests are more than the codes. A portion of the proceeds go to NYC Next Level, the players, Ian to cover his cloud parsec costs, and yeah, you know, I hook up the commentators as well. So we have a lot of mouse to feed, so I hope you guys can help us. Thank you to Shadow Texas Gaming for getting us started off right. Anybody that subscribes to the channel, we throw in $1 to the match arena as well. If you guys want to support me, I'll support the event in return. Thank you, Exander, for using the code. Yeah, those sponsor quests, bro. It's free money in the bank. That's gonna be like my next project, just getting the FGCs to go ham on sponsor class. So who do we got?
All right. So next up is gonna be Linkorz versus you're gonna love this. Hectorwild.
Hectorwild?
Hectorwild.
Yes.
Disrespect
Hector-
Well,
Well, you know,
that's
we're gonna,
Inspector Child.
wait a minute. We're gonna respect Hector Child's wish. Hector Child. Hector
That's
Wild's
right.
wishes.
Hector Child.
We're gonna
Hector
respect
Wild.
Hector Wild's wishes to be named Hector Wild, coming off of a huge win earlier on the War of the Roses stream. Shout outs to JJJ, where he fought Amy Lionheart, and I believe he 10-3. So I'm wondering who he's going to pick. He played Astaroth earlier. Did he choose Raphael already? Is he going with Raphael? Looks like he's going with Raphael.
I don't know, but I can say that we will absolutely respect Hector Child's name. We're not going to dismiss the skillful player himself. I think he's going to go with Raphael. It is going to be a bad matchup in favor of Amy. So, you know what? Maybe Astaroth pick would be the right call here. I am not a fan of the Raphael matchup, but however, it is Hector Wild's most comfortable character. So I keep saying that, you know, comfort goes a long way. So I do respect the Raphael pick here from Hector Wild, despite the maybe unfavorable matchup.
Yeah, and I mean, at least if he wants to go by Hector Wild now, I mean, he's gonna have to pick a different color for Raphael, because that's his signature color for this character. So, you know, definitely shades of Spectre Child happening here in this game.
I'm gonna call it Spectre Child. That's too confusing. But here we go, getting the auto GI right away with huge damage into a throw.
Wait, you know what just hit me?
What up?
Spectre Child rhymes with Hector Wild. I'm
That
so
just
upset
hit
by
you?
this. It just hit me. I was like, wait a minute.
Light bulb. Oh my god, he was just one hit away, but he gave Linkorz an opportunity to come back, but the throw is not going to close it out, but the 3A will. Catching that throw, Linkorz gets the first round in basically just a pixel left.
Yeah, really clutching that out. Now getting to 2 roses. You know, one of the things with the Amy matchup, those of you that know, one of the things you want to pay attention to immediately are those roses, and Linkorz, being a fan of the red roses, definitely going to stack up those first. That's what he usually does with his Amy gameplay. And that's one of the things with Amy games too. We immediately want to know, like, okay, so are they red rose or are they white rose? And definitely red rose. By the second round, 4 of them stacked. He's on to, he's in a really good place right now.
Yo, if you notice that flash setup, you know, Linkorz is thinking tonight. He's not autopiloting. He's got the big brain going on right now.
I didn't know there was any other option for Linkorz.
Ooh,
Other
this
than
is
big brain.
Yeah, mixes the combo there. Pressure going on, but like it just seems like so easy for Amy to like you know, just defend against the Raphael pressure and just get her turn back. That is 3 straight rounds for Linkorz. I think we're gonna see an Astaroth pick. There were some bright moments for Hector Wild on the Raphael, but I think just overall, perhaps the Astaroth pick would make things easier. No, we're just gonna retry. That is totally okay. I am such a big fan of Spectre Child's Raphael, so like I'm glad he's sticking with it. But you know, he's got some work ahead of him.
Yeah, and I mean, in the past, I have seen Hector Wild just go ahead and be down by 3, and then the next set completely bull go. So definitely has more time to get it together for sure. Going ahead with that launcher, gonna get this crumple, and I mean, this is good positioning. I think he should keep pressing the offense to keep Amy pressed against that wall, but Linkorz is gonna RE his way. Well, no, he's not going to RE his way out of that situation.
And this round is just Hector Wild all day. Like Linkorz is willing to make those defensive reads, but oh wait, that is going to be a lethal hit in favor of Linkorz. This is such a big momentum shift when Linkorz was on the back foot this entire round, but here comes a counter soldier. Oh my god, this is just round 1, dog. Like,
she was still invulnerable. Did you see that? He went for the 660 plus K and it just went right through her.
if Hector Wild just delayed just a second, perhaps he would have got that the plus frames from that bleed. But that was such a Oh, that was such a crazy round. But Hectorwild, kind of playing angry now, just getting all this life, 200 damage already, and looks like he just it out. We've seen Linkorz just kind of clutch his way out of a bad situation, but it's not going to happen this time. So Hectorwild finally on the board against Linkorz.
Yeah, and Linkorz is going to open up here with this soul charge. Still hasn't gotten his 4th rose, and there it goes. Now this is a new game now. She's going to have more offensive options, and there goes one of them. She did not have the roses. She would not be able to do that. See what she does from here. Gonna get launched, all right. Yeah, that run. Oh my god. Linkorz, please. I mean, Hector trying to run in again, pushing Linkorz towards the wall, but Linkorz kind of saying, screw this. Avoiding the attack and going into CE. Good stuff from Linkorz. Possible final round here for Linkorz to send Hectorwild to losers 2-0.
We're seeing so many just kind of preemptive defensive options come from Hectorwild, where it's just kind of happening too soon. He's just eating counter hit. Staggering the offense a little bit, but you know, Linkorz is just always so good on the defense. He's not afraid to just 8-way run out of a terrible situation, which is, you know, makes sense against a linear character like Raphael. But here comes the Raphael pressure here. Linkorz is trying to stay patient, staying on the ground, trying to make these reads. It's just kind of minimal damage, but if Linkorz not careful, it's just going to add up into, you know, an even worse situation than he's in right now. But Linkorz just fighting his way out, just slamming the 6-6B right into his face, and that is going to be Linkorz 2-0 against Hectorwild. Good match.
Yeah, that was a good set, and I mean, towards the end there, I just want to commend Hectorwild on his movement. That's one of the things that's always been signature for his gameplay, is his ability to really just run the gamut of the stage and position you to where he wants you to be so he can enforce that offense. I mean, this match was no different, but Linkorz taking it 2-0.
It's just really tough for Hectorwild. It's just
everybody bet on
Calibur
Hector.
6. It's just there's so many small situations that you have to call out. And one of those situations could be calling out Linkorz's willingness, just straight 8-way run away from danger, essentially. It absolutely makes sense against a character like Raphael. Again, he is linear, but perhaps Hector could have implemented tools like 4K, which is a step kill low, or I'm sorry, step kill high, or maybe some more 1Ks, which is a horizontal. Just implementing maybe more step kill might go a long way. But again, that's just kind of one situation out of a million, but it could just be enough to kind of turn the situation in favor of Hectorwild to take the best of two. But shouts to Linkorz for a pretty dominant performance overall.
Welcome to the stage of
Who we got up?
All right, next up, we're going to have Xephukai versus Jimbonator.
Whoa!
Mm-hmm. I saw this match, I was like, I got to put this on stream.
Wait, sorry, who versus Jimbonator?
Xephukai.
Sorry, I'm gonna need a minute to process that. Talk to the people. Talk to the people, Carvin. I'm gonna. I gotta let this incubate. I gotta.
Well, I mean, you know, it's freaking Xephukai, who's always on a tear in any tournament he is in. But, you know, I think if anyone can give him a good run for his money, it would be Jimbonator. And that's what we're going to see here. But my question would be who Xephukai is going to play. It looks like he's going to go with Sophitia. And, of course, we're going to have to get these names switched. Jimbonator going with Hao, and that's kind of what I'm used to seeing.
Yeah, Jimbonator is just kind of the guest character master. He has a top 2B on deck as well, but you are right. This is the kind of character I'm expecting from Jimbonator. Haomaru, this overall solid character, good range. Definitely can match up against you know, the powerhouse that is Xephukai's Sophitia. Also, kind of shoutouts to I guess SOULCALIBUR 5. That was the game where I kind of discovered both these players. So like, I'm just absolutely just bugging right now that this match is happening in SOULCALIBUR 6.
Yeah, and already we're getting some slash attack action from Jimbonator, and that Hao. Xephukai trying to get something started, and again, Sophitia going to be highly offensive and pushing her pressure. You could kind of tell both of them still kind of feeling each other out, but I do know for Hao, he's definitely going to want to space and see what his opponent is going to do.
That's right. Jimbonator does want a space on this Haomaru. We see the Xephukai movement happening, just kind of dancing around Jimbonator, where Jimbonator is trying to just kind of, keep his foot down, just kind of draw a line in the sand, just like, this is my space, I'm gonna punish you every time you cross it, or every time, you mess up. But at least for that first round, Xephukai is just, his offense is not just the movement, he's got approaches, he's got, turn steal, he's got counter hit fish, just kind of just a multi-layered, like, offense. So, Jimbonator just needs to find an opportunity where he can just slow Xephukai down and then start his own offense. But until then, it looks like this is a Xephukai show. Pressure all day, all the time, just Xephukai tonight.
Yeah, and I mean, Xephukai is one of those players where it's not even just him pressing buttons. It's him dodging in and out as well, which is something that I really love watching him do. And I mean, I've played so many games with him as well, and he's so good at exploiting your own movement against you. You're just like, what the hell?
Yeah, Xephukai just has his ability to just kind of like weave in and out, like a boxer, just making you kind of second guess your defensive options. And the moment you do hesitate, then he's just like in there. He's gonna open you up.
Definitely, and that's kind of what he's doing here. He's gonna go into Soul Charge here. Really just needs one really good sequence to end this, but looks like Jimbonator is going to go ahead and take this round.
Right, and finally the Jimbonator's patience is finally paying off, but we got a couple of rounds to go, so we'll see if we can maintain that Soul Charge. Is a good idea here. Oh, we can just catches the approach with 6B. We're going to see a lot of that.
Definitely, you can kind of see the movement from Xephukai is still there. He's still pushing the offense because that's what he needs to do against this character in particular. But you kind of see Jimbonator warming up here, getting some offense going.
Oh, my heart would have broken if that was a ring out, but here comes Xephukai, just fighting a life deficit, but looks like he's already back in and tries to just steal game 1 with that cheeky throw to just close it out. But Jimbonator was just ready for it. The Twitch duck, so clutch. He's still in this for the final round, game 1. Fuck the GI. Oh my god, the reversal! The resist impact.
Here we go. Xephukai going for a Soul Charge here. Here goes some patented Sophitia pressure.
Punish.
Not really able to open up and do anything with that Soul Charge, unfortunately. But still can go ahead. Nice side step coming out of Jimbonator.
You can tell Xephukai is just getting a little frustrated. We're just like, will you let go of block, man? Like, Xephukai is just trying to open this man up, but Jimbonator just solid defense. 2 throw breaks in a row, and this is going to be a huge punish. He forgot about the Soul Charge instead. This could be huge. Xephukai is going to get game 1, maybe. He has a sliver of life. He's just practically 1k away, but now blockable! Clutches it out. Jimbonator game 1. That was such a close set. That was such a close game 1.
Yeah, that really came down to the last moments there. But Jimbonator clutching that last one out. So good. So good.
He's got the solid game plan. He's gonna stick with spacing, he's stick with defense. He's gonna get his damage from whip punishing, and he's also gonna damage from when he thinks Xephukai is just gonna go for those cheeky turn steals, especially when Xephukai is getting off the ground, which is typically a situation that Xephukai would go for, just trying to slam free damage to his opponent. But it's a solid game plan, spacing, whip punishing, and counter hit fishing on the side of Jimbonator.
Definitely. And we are getting a stage change. We are going from a stage with no walls to a stage with walls all over and much smaller. I'm not sure who this benefits. I mean, I know it benefits Sophitia, but what I'm more interested in is how it's going to work for Jimbonator. Because we don't know how to... Oh, this is going to be it for sure, but we don't know how to be someone... I guess there's never been any concrete conversation about how stages affect him. And this is something that I was talking about earlier as well. Like, this game, stages are so important, and they can really change the way you apply your offense. So I wonder how that's going to change for Jimbonator.
Yeah, just on paper, I feel like, as a close range rushdown player myself, I would feel comfortable with a stage like this, just so I don't have to, like, cover so much space just to chase down my opponent. But Jimbonator is just just showing comfort. You know, he's just gonna still maintain that defensive style. He's just gonna maintain his ability to just poke his opponent down to extinction. Oh my god!
Yeah, nice interrupt.
And this is Xephukai because, like, you know, he's counter hits from Jimbonator, and Xephukai, you know, he can be a bulldozer on the defense, or I'm sorry, on the offense, but if he's not careful, Jimbonator can just get a lot of damage just calling out Xephukai for these turnstile attempts.
Yeah, but you know, that's not gonna stop Xephukai from really applying this offense, and he also has 2-bar one if he's gonna pop one, just end it. No need to a simple BB to take that round.
And like on the side of Xephukai, you know, he can still maintain his offense, still maintain his pressure, but just, you know, a small stagger here, a little bit of delay here, you know, that kind of stuff goes a long way with pressure. So we saw that implemented really well in the last round, but here comes Jimbonator, already half-life almost.
Yeah, what's he gonna get here? Going for the guard break. Jimbonator gonna go for a full charge. And nice interrupt. That's not the first time Xephukai has interrupted at some attempt of a tornado, I believe, with 668 out of Sophitia. Gonna force him to soul charge here. Let's see what he does with it. And boom, just gut check. Not today.
That gut check. I can feel the frustration coming from Xephukai. Just Jimbonator is just showing this wall of nonsense just between him and Xephukai, and just Xephukai almost doesn't have a choice but to get in there. But like, you know, once you get past his first wall, now you're dealing with, like, you know, spikes on the other side, and that's what Jimbonator is just establishing, just putting this wall in front of him. It just seems so frustrating for Xephukai. He's getting all this damage, but how much longer can he keep this up? The soul charge is definitely going to help. We'll see if he can just close this round out with this Xephukai pressure, but Jimbonator is just moving around Xephukai, just getting these pokes in. It's all going to add up eventually, but Xephukai's got to do something big. Here's something big right here. Throw into Oki. What's going to happen? Oh, that throw whiff, but here comes the soul charge from Haomaru. Oh my god, what's gonna happen?
Oh, this is a boatload of damage. And that's gonna be it. Xephukai bringing it back one set, was able to put an end to all of that really good movement out of Jimbonator. That's the one thing that jumped out to me during that last game. It's just, he's just taking his time, you know, he's moving. I guess he was just trying to avoid being pinned up against the wall, but Xephukai clutching it out. We're getting a third stage here. Now, this stage I think is pretty even. You know, gives him more space to work with. You have ring out potential. You have walls going on in the corner. I think this is a pretty fair stage.
What I love about Xephukai is, like, no matter what the situation is, yeah, even if it's just kind of like last hit in the last round of the game, he's a man who's just not afraid to take those risks. That 2-2B, he could have died for that. Jimbonator could just hold down the guard button and just, you know, take the best of 2. Out of 3 from Xephukai, but, like, you know, just the fact that he's willing to take these risks makes him such a scary competitor to fight against. It kind of makes sense to slam that 2-2B in that situation, though, because Jimbonator wasn't soul charged. He wants to make something happen. He wants to get damage in. He wants to start a pressure. So I thought that was just a perfect evasive option from Xephukai when it mattered the most. But just as I say that, Jimbonator is always taking round 1.
Yeah, and I mean, that was such good points about Xephukai, you know. And one of the other things with him is he's just not afraid to go in with his offense and switch it up. And that's what we're seeing right here. He's consistently going in and pushing this offense, but it's those moments where he almost like presses too many buttons and Jimbonator is able to kind of avoid whatever offense he's trying to put out there. And then Xephukai ends up, you know, losing a lot of health, but didn't matter during that last sequence there.
Yeah, sometimes it just gets to the point and it's like, I'm willing to take all this chip damage, I'm going to keep playing the way I want to play, because eventually I'm just going to out-damage you.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we're seeing here. Now we're seeing some offense coming out of Jimbonator with this Hao, and now he's going to back off. I mean, gut check, there it goes again.
Not just the offense, but just kind of seeing this movement containment. But here comes the full charge from Xephukai. There's going to be a potential big movement shift, but Jimbonator dodges into the health sweep into counter hits. That is such a good situation for Jimbonator. 1 round away now.
Yeah, but like I always say, do not count Xephukai out. He is down by 2 rounds, but definitely can bring this back if he keeps putting this Oki pressure on. Gonna grab here. What's gonna be the next sequence? Ooh, nice sidestep. Gonna lose a lot of health here.
Now we're seeing a lot more horizontals from Xephukai because Jimbonator's trying to step into Whip Punish, but that throw, that Twitch duck is good for Jimbonator, but here comes Soul Charge from Xephukai. This is really, really close. Health bars are pretty close. We got a good knockdown from Xephukai, who's still in Soul Charge. That level 3 GI is huge! Into the heavy slash. Jimbonator takes it over to Xephukai in the winner's bracket. Look at that level 3 GI. Oh.
Damn. Sending Xephukai down to losers this early. Damn.
Oh, that was, I love that match. I am willing to go back to that someday, but...
Wow.
I just love that, like, you know, matches where it's just, like, kind of a, I guess, a clash of, styles, right? Is that, you know, unstoppable force, movable object kind of thing. Like...
Yeah.
And, like, they can't really shift their, you know, game plans too much. They almost, like, gotta stick with it. But then those, you know, burst situations where, you know, Jimbonator's suddenly switching from defensive whip punish style to just getting in there with his own mix-ups. I think just that versatility was able to make Jimbonator overcome against Xephukai, where Xephukai, you know, he played brilliantly throughout, but, you know, just he keeps getting in, but Jimbonator, you know, has the range, he has the spacing. It just frustrates him until he finds a situation where he himself can go in. And just like Xephukai, Jimbonator is willing to take his own risk as well. That level 3 GI was so clutch into the heavy slash. No re-GI bait there, just really wanted to close it out. And it was just, you know, great reads all around. Jimbonator, that was such a good match.
And so early on, too. I mean, that was definitely like grand finals material right there.
But is anyone really worried about Xephukai? He's gonna make his way back up. He's a man I'm not worried about. He'll be fine. I'm more worried about the the rest of the losers bracket now he's in there. Like he's just gonna Grim Reaper through it all. But we'll see what happens.
We're moving on to winners quarterfinals, but I am kind of waiting for a few important matches to finish. So why don't we talk about crowdfund, Matcherino?
Oh yes, don't mind if I do. All right, guys. Once again, if you guys are enjoying this tournament, you can always use your support to help get the tournament solvent and make it fire. Right now, we're at $188, chat. Good job. But we can always use more. Use the promo code SAVENLBC229. You'll donate 50 cents to the prize pool completely free. It's a community-based event, so all your support helps. Check out the marketplace if you want an item, as well as the sponsor quest. Make sure to click on these. 30 cents from Punch Planet. G Fuel, 20 cents to the prize pool. Matcherino, 90 cents to the prize pool. Definitely click that, guys. We got Twitter quests. We got YouTube quests. That's 30 cents right there for the YouTube quests. We got Twitch quests. You can follow Cryptic Hints on Twitch for 50 cents to the prize pool. That's free money right there, guys. Doesn't get any easier than that. Thank you to the top 5 contributors: Shadow, Texas Gaming, Charles Plain, Lewis, Beardly Here, and Rotary Lover. Also, anybody that subscribes to the channel, I throw in $1 into the Matcherino. If you want a way to support the event and this channel, that also exists. Also, last but not least, guys, I think we have... Oh yeah, we do have them here. Just some more ads. Also, if you guys are enjoying the content, don't forget to sub to my YouTube channel. Shout out to the SOULCALIBUR community on YouTube being so good to my channel lately. They just eat it up. They just eat up like all the VODs that we do. So thank y'all for watching. NYC Furby's my Twitter. Shout out to Carbon Clive, dominating the airways every week, and Omega, always supporting, being here.
Oh, I love the word dominate. Thank you so much.
I mean, it's true. You be running it. People like, yo, I came here for Carbon Clive. That's how I know. That's how you know you be dominating the airways.
The YouTube people. No, honestly, he has such a supportive base on YouTube. I do interact with a lot of people in the comments, and they are really they're so nice and kind.
Yeah, and you can see a lot of them don't know about tournaments. You see that too, right? They don't know about when things are happening. They watch it and they're like, how can I get in?
Yep.
That just means that it just means there's an untapped audience for us. I also want to give a shout out to My sponsor is YouTube. You know, shout out to Beast Coast for sponsoring me as a professional player and a content creator. Make sure you guys support them. You know, one of the ways you can do that is by subbing to their YouTube channel, youtube.com/Beast Coast FGC, where you can see coverage in all games, like, you know, from anime, Marvel, Mortal Kombat 11, Smash.
Welcome to the stage of
Shout out to them holding it down.
told.
All right. So here we are in winners quarterfinals.
Welcome to the stage of history.
We're gonna have Legit on the left versus Exander on the right.
Oh my god. Clive, I hope you're finally recovered from that last match, because we have another +1 coming up. I'm not quite recovered, but just trying to help you out, man.
Yeah,
You
but
help me.
I will say, to your point, you know, Legit has been, you know, the last couple of times I've been on the mic and there's been Legit playing, he's legit been putting in some work. And I if I'm not mistaken, maybe it was Deus Ex Kylo. I believe these two have faced each other before. But either way, Legit has been playing really, really well every time I see him. But again, Exander, if anyone can put an end to this, it would be him.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like, Legit is... You are right, he is putting the work. He is taking out some fools. Oh my god! Right out of the gate, we get a lethal hit AGA from Legit block punish. 90 damage right away into a throw. Like, oh, that's out of here, dude. Like, stop. Like, are you kidding me? Every block punish, it doesn't matter. AGA, single K, you're getting that damage, baby. Legit is just making a statement from round 1. Lethal hit, like, oh, the drop kick, just help me, Clive. Help me.
No, he really be styling on people. But again, you know, that patented Siegfried pressure, let's just be honest about the character that is Siegfried. There are a lot of mix-up involved there, but Exander just completely sidewalking that option that Legit tried to go for there. This is going to switch sides, put him on the other side here, but kind of reverse again. And he's going to play it safe. Finally go ahead and try to get some pressure here.
He's gonna get his pokes in. He's going to find an opportunity where he can get that devastating whip punish that Cervantes is capable of. But until that happens, we're gonna work for that guard. We're gonna block the mix-up, and we're gonna get the punish. One more poke away. Exander fighting back.
And that's so key to fighting against Siegfried. If you block that mix, more than likely he is punishable, particularly on that low kick. And Exander not leaving anything on the table. And I mean, you know, as much as I commentate, I did play a lot of these players, and that's one thing I know about Exander, is if you give him an opportunity to punish you, he is not leaving that on the table. He will punish accordingly, and that's something that has been consistent. He's kind of like my tournament demon, along with my fellow co-commentator, but you know, we won't talk about that right now, will we? But yeah, Exander, he's not going. There it goes again, completely sidewalking the RE attempt and punishing perfectly, going for the launcher into C. This is not going to kill, definitely going to put him in a good position. But oh my god, Legit, please. And look, oh, come on guys. I mean, I can't take this. It's already hot enough, this match. Jeez.
Too hot, making the big reads. I'm not afraid to implement those jump moves, getting those whip. Like, this match is already out of here. It's only game 1, so.
Yeah, I mean, I can't help but notice Xander's been doing such a good job at just sidestepping some of these vertical reads he has. And oh, look at the, oh god, the duck on that high part and completely interrupts. What was that? Was that a CE attempt?
That was CE attempt.
Not today. Not today.
We're getting crazy tonight. We're getting crazy. You got jump whip punishes? I got jump whip punishes. You want to slam a CE in my face? Take this counter hit, son.
And it's crazy because Legit opened up with so much offensive pressure and then just ended up just losing. Exander, that patient, not really calculated, but that patient and just clean play coming out of Exander definitely paying off here.
Yeah, Exander's got the patience, got the reads, and certainly has the damage to make it all work. Here we go, good throw. Loki, K2.
Ooh, that was a nice fake out too. Running
like
in to sort of prompt Legit to roll and then just mashing B immediately and just, that's it, taking the first round.
Yeah, it's a really interesting Oki game there.
Okay, just kind of trading guards here and finally lands something. And look at this offensive pressure coming out of Exander. He is consistently running in.
Disney running in, but like now Legit is getting some momentum, so Xander's just gotta slow it down, not get too antsy trying to slam in attacks. Just
Ooh, he knew he was gonna go for that too. Let's see, Exander can still take this. He just needs one more sequence. And look at that. Look at that. Oh my god, Exander is on fire right now. Up by 2. Now Legit sitting on 2 bars. I mean, he has resources to work with. It just depends on how he's going to use it. And there it goes, Soul Charge.
Suddenly it's slowed down a bit, but like Exander, you know, is showing that willingness. Just I'm just gonna like just move around and you getting this whip punch because I got 80 damage on deck. What are you? You gotta get your counter hits. You gotta get your bubble going on. That's just all control for Exander.
Yeah, and again, his ability to just sidewalk and just completely throw the damage book at you, it's just so good. Good stuff to Exander. Really taking that 2-0. And you know, I did not expect that to be that one-sided. I mean, not that it was one-sided. I mean, Legit had some really good moments there where he won or where it was really close between the two. But overall, Exander just completely just really throwing the offense correctly at him and just taking it pretty convincingly 2-0.
And perhaps one of the things that you can look for is just try it a little better. If you're going to let a Cervantes player just kind of freely sidestep into 3B, there's just way too much damage to deal with. So I would have liked more AGA. I think maybe Legit was a little too afraid of AGA because of Exander's willingness to do like instant Wild Rising A. But Legit, you know, made the statement from round 1 that you know he has the ability to just punish like anything that is unsafe on block with like Cervantes. So once he established that in round 1, he was like, okay, I should just AGA all day. Like you are afraid now.
Yeah, sorry, I had
but
to
somehow
AFK.
Xander just wasn't afraid of just moving around and getting his 80 damage with punishes no matter what.
Sorry,
no matter where they
I had
came
AFK. Who won that?
Okay, so
Xander.
next up.
Who won that, by the
we
way?
got- that was Exander 2-0.
Okay, cool.
So next on the stream, we're gonna have Linkorz versus Kashi.
Woo! Matches keep coming.
It looks like Linkorz is on the left.
And I am just so torn here. You know, through the Buminati League, I have gotten to team up with Kashi. He was on my team. And I've just gotten so much knowledge and just so much respect for him as a player. He's so good. But Linkorz is just freaking Linkorz. And he's going for the Siegfried pick here. And Kashi going for the Mitsu.
Oh, you ain't teammates anymore. Go for your New York brethren.
Well, you know, I'm just saying, you know, Kashi has done a lot for me in the, you know, player department, and I really just have a newfound respect for him. So maybe I'm still high off of that. Let me be, damn it.
Also-
I'll let you be. I'm giving you a hard time.
Also, Kashi is also New York, so
Exactly, he's also
Just
NLBC,
have
so
to
technically,
point that out.
I don't have to pick.
He lives in New York?
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh. I feel like I should have known that.
A lot of people forget, or just, I think a lot of people just don't know, actually.
I just straight up don't know.
So technically, I can't pick. But I'm just going to say Kashi is he's really good in that department. So shout outs to him.
Well, right now, Linkorz is showing a pretty dominant performance. Now, he's been on Amy for so long where, like, I almost forgot he was a Siegfried player, so it's almost like a breath of fresh air for me that Linkorz is back on the Siegfried. It does... I feel like it makes a lot of sense against Mitsu, especially since, you know, for Linkorz, I'd say that Siegfried is kind of his, like, you know, his first love, right? He's just... I'd say the character that he's most comfortable with. He's just been on this character for so long, despite him, you know, mostly playing Amy now for tournament play, but you know he's showing that he's still got what it takes, despite the changes that Bandai Namco put Siegfried through. But oh god, he got the mix up words.
And that's such a good point about Linkorz picking Siegfried. I feel like from my vantage point, he typically picks Siegfried to not necessarily counter a character. But if he has knowledge of his opponent, or if he's played his opponent before and he's confident he can win with Siegfried, he will then more than likely pick Siegfried. So a Siegfried pick here just tells me that he's confident in going against Kashi with this character, because the two have played each other or probably play on the side, and Kashi himself has a handful of characters that he plays pretty well. So the Siegfried pick just tells me they've played together before, and you know, Kashi has a rough time with Linkorz's Siegfried, as we're seeing here right now. And I'm even surprised we didn't get a character switch. I do think out of all the characters that Kashi plays, his Raphael to me is pretty good. So I think that would have been a nice choice here, but he is going for the Mitsu pick, and you know, let's see if he makes the adjustments that he needs to.
Now, you have a good point there. I'm not sure if Kashi was thinking that far, but like if you pick the Raphael and say wins next game, then for sure Linkorz is gonna switch to Amy, and then that's just kind of that's just Kashi after that. So I like sticking with Mitsu. I've always known Kashi as a Mitsu player, so it's really interesting to see both these players who have you know, many alternate characters just kind of sticking with you know, their mains. That's what I like to see, man.
Definitely.
Okay, sidestep into the back throw. There we go. Ooh. Some free damage.
Able to complete that thing, but okay, nice sidestep from Kashi, not giving up here, and here comes that pressure from Siegfried in Soul Charge.
Nice defense. Ooh, but find crack in the armor there. Here you go.
Ooh. Right, is he gonna get a wall hit? No, this is gonna get some pressure, and there it goes.
I mean, that red gauge is like not an accident. Kashi just like solid defense throughout the entire round, despite the onslaught of pressure coming from Linkorz. But his patience like paid off at the very end and got him the round. But don't think he can defend too much longer with his blinking red gauge. But you know, some patience is still in order against a monster like Linkorz.
Yeah, and look for Linkorz to take advantage of that blinking gauge. I just don't know if Kashi can really survive this round with that gauge like that. He's gonna have Soul Charge definitely backing off.
Ooh,
but that's his to take, and putting a set on the board is Kashi. It is now 1-1 between these two.
Linkorz is thinking of the Amy switch, or we're gonna stick with Siegfried? Yeah, we're sticking with Siegfried. Nice.
Sticking with Siegfried.
Cool. Trying to take advantage of the -8, but Kashi was ready for that with that trick stuff.
Ooh, go for an RE attempt. Not today.
Mind games. Linkorz. And we got 50-50s. We got more 50-50s. Got the bubble getting that chit damage. You're not allowed to backstep against that A slide B from the bubble frame advantage. That was just that was just Linkorz.
Poor Mitsu, one of the characters, one of like two characters in the game, when they get down to bare skin, my god.
Yeah.
Shades of Azwel. It's just Mitsu's a little bit more covered up, you know. I mean, come on, compared to Azwel, I think Mitsu's being a little bit more modest, but finally lands that lethal hit. You know, all set thus far, even in earlier games, the second hit of that lethal hit string from Mitsu has missed, so I'm glad to see it finally land. But again, Linkorz is going to take advantage of this red guard, but is he going to be able to break his gauge this run? He might not need to.
Oh my god, the bubble! He's gonna get my chance. He's gonna take the break. No chance.
Why did
Kashi.
he do that? I feel like he saw the bubble and pressed the button. Like that's what he did.
It ever seemed like such a high pressure situation where like all he was thinking was just closing out this round, but Linkorz still had that bubble. The timing was just perfect for Linkorz. That was just so clutch.
And again, mix-up city. Here we go.
Population Kashi, but oh, he managed to get around it. Nice stuff. Ooh, no clown shoes for you. Linkorz has seen that a billion times. Will not work.
Yeah, and Linkorz taking it 2-0. I mean 2-1, sorry. But Kashi put up a really good fight during the second set.
It kind of came down to just like who was like more solid when it mattered the most, and it was just consistently Linkorz, despite Kashi just having so many great moments, so many great reads. But at the end of the day, Linkorz was just able to just go through those situations, but just consistently better. But a colossal match. I love Kashi. He is such a good player. He's such a good guy. And he's another one of those players. It's like losers bracket. Good luck, guys. He's in there now. Gotta deal with him.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a slobber knocker in losers right now, but not my problem.
Yeah, the one stand to me is possible Xephukai versus Kashi, which like, out of here.
All right. Next up, we're gonna see Rikuto and 8-Way Funds.
God damn, you're killing me, man.
None of these matches are gonna be any less amazing. It's all just slobber knockers from here to the end of the tournament.
Just killers from now on.
All killers, 100% forever.
Yeah, so Rikuto versus 8-Way. Now, 8-Way, the last time I saw him, he was definitely rocking the Grockly,
What?
the Grockly character. It's Groh in the ugly brown and green. I call him Grockly. He's definitely rocking the Groh lately. But out of Rikuto, definitely gonna get the Astaroth pick. But 8-Way has a gaggle of characters he play as. And he might even whip out the Tira. I've seen him do that in this matchup as well. And we got this is Grockly. Welcome to Grockly.
Like broccoli, like the vegetable?
Yeah,
Broccoli, like
broccoli.
Groh plus broccoli.
Yeah, Grockly.
Yeah, you're off the hook.
I just keep
real.
sitting on the mic, just coming up with stuff. Bear with me, guys. Well, y'all are used to it by now, anyways.
It's pretty ugly.
It is. It's just like, Right, but he's gonna push the offense, of course, being the Groh that he is. It's definitely what you want to do in this Astaroth matchup. But you know what I mean? Astaroth, out of all the Astaroths, I mean Rikuto is just totally prepared for this as he gets the first run.
Oh yeah, he's a player that's seen this matchup a million times, and oh, excuse me, oh god, take it away.
Going to get the restand. Let's see what happens here. Going for these grabs, but just not able to land any of them. 8-Way is just pressing the right buttons at the right time. So many times Rikuto has tried to get some sort of offense started, and 8-Way is just kind of stopping all of it. Finally gets this. Gonna land this. All right, goes for the double low. 8-Way smartly moving back. Let his soul charge run out.
Ooh, okay, Soul Charge. Groh, very strong character in Soul Charge, but oh my god, the preemptive whip punish. He was not prepared for the extended string. And apologies for before, Clive, I was eating popcorn, so I got a little choked up there. Professional commentator, Omega XDN, but yeah, I am just eating popcorn. It's like, yeah, this match is great. But I had to douse like a gallon of water just now, but...
I need a gif of this, of just Kwong at the mic with the headset on and the big barrel of popcorn, just like going,
I literally, yeah, I literally had popcorn, just like, ha ha, SoulCalibur.
Amazing.
I too am a fan of popcorn. Shout outs to you for liking popcorn. I love popcorn.
Oh my god. And I haven't been to movies in like a year, so like popcorn just, brings me back to a different time, which is like, normal. A normal
Yeah,
time.
but my problem is with popcorn in particular, it's just I can't stop. I just keep going until the
That's the problem I had just now, and it was really choking me, but oh my god, look at this 8-way fun. He's got the guard pressure, he got paid for that soul charge. Rikuto has played this match like a million times, so like he knows what to look for. He's got the damage output to make this bad matchup not so bad, and it doesn't look like a bad matchup right now because we're just seeing so much damage coming from Rikuto. So 8-way funds' last hope is to try to get this guard gauge, but with his life that's there, I don't think it's gonna happen until like 8-way funds maybe gets a couple. That's one, maybe he can get another one, but he's just one poke away from just ending this round, but. That my god, he's overextending this round, and like if Rikuto's not careful, he could very well steal it. But a level 3 GI is not enough to take it. Are you kidding me? This match is going on. Rikuto's gonna just take some space between himself and 8-way funds. His guard gate is still red, but 8-way funds is getting his reversal edge. He's just continuing to extend the pressure this round.
Ooh, and there it goes.
But 8-way funds clutches it out. Never gave up. Worked that guard gauge. Had the soul charge. It's just brilliant play come from 8-way funds.
Yeah,
like he was supposed to die like a minute ago.
Yeah, and that's what I was waiting for. I'm like, okay, 8-way is going to just keep the defense going, and it's gonna come down to that guard break. And sure enough, that's exactly what he needed to go ahead and take that round.
I was like, okay, maybe he can. That was a sludge. No other way to put it. Like he had such a big life deficit. It's like, okay, Rikuto, we're going to the next game with a Rikuto advantage. But 8-way fun just didn't give up. He just went in there. He knew he had the resources. He knew he had the pressure. That was so good from 8-way funds. I am so like impressed.
Ooh, and speaking of good, this is really good meter build for 8-way.
Oh.
Boom! Just as you build it, he just decides to go ahead and use it. Now, this is not going to kill.
But it's always good to be able
to
do
it's not going to kill, but...
Oh my god, Witch Ducks!
8-way, just... Him and his broccoli, just be putting in the work.
Him and his broccoli, he's definitely been eating his veggies tonight, because he's so good tonight, man. He looks so
Definitely.
good.
There's a lot of vitamin C going on screen right now.
Witch Ducks got 8-way funds? Like, Rikuto I would be just frustrated. Like, this is such crazy pressure. But here we go. Something happening for Rikuto, getting the knockdown.
Yeah, finally getting something starting. That command grab probably giving him some momentum, and the soul charge is going to help as well. And nice whiff punch from Rikuto. Okay. This is going to be it. Yep. And that was a nice sequence from Rikuto. Soul charging and then backing up, knowing that 8-way is going to want to press buttons to keep the offense going and stop Rikuto from really delivering any type of offense at all.
Yeah, you just made a point that I kind of want to point out, Clyde, which is like, Rikuto now, especially after that last round, like, he has to get to a point where he has to set up his throws, because 8-way funds is pressing so many buttons where Rikuto is not going to land his throws. So I think he just needs to switch to, like, a counter hit fish game, where 8-way funds is going to... There we go! 6-speed, counter hit fish. Like, 8-way funds is going to, press a button, he's going to be a frame disadvantage, and he's going to press a button again, and that's going to open up the strong counter hit abilities of Astaroth to, get that big damage. You don't need command throws if you're just going to be able to, get these big counter hits, and they do translate to a lot of damage from Astaroth. He's not just command throws.
Definitely, and I think that's the way Rikuto is going to play the rest of this. That's what he's trying to do here. He's kind of being patient and picking his moments to really throw some buttons out.
Yep, and then he just has to catch 8-way funds being like, you know, turtly for just a second. That's when the command throws happen. But until then, we're gonna fish with those counter hits. And here comes the soul charge.
Yeah, Rikuto going for the soul charge now. 8-way has 2 bars of his own, and this is what 8-way did earlier. He just kind of backed up, let Rikuto waste a lot of his soul charge. And I mean, the level of trolling happening right now. Are you serious? Still lands a hit, you know, but all of that back and forth, I wonder if it's going to pay off. And here comes another bar.
We did that for the Twitch highlight. Get out of here, 8-way funds. Oh man.
He went for the 2 bars. It did not pay off for him. It looked cool, but at the end of the day, it did not help him win. Rikuto putting 1 on the board. 1-1. Let's see what's going to happen during this next set between the two. And going to get a character change. Now, if I know 8-way, he might go to Tira, but he's opting to stick to... Okay, I guess we'll just wait and see what he's going to do.
No, we gotta stick with Groh, right? It's just the best matchup for Groh.
Yeah, I mean he was putting in the work with Groh, opting to go back for Grockly. Let's see what match we got.
Now we just have to be so Rikuto is a little bit more aware, right? So now 8-way funds has to adjust to that, which is just consider a little bit of stagger with the pressure if Rikuto is going to try to fish more of these counter hits, because he is taking advantage of the fact that 8-way funds is pushing on frame disadvantage. So as long as 8-way funds is aware of that and they will make the adjustment, then we'll definitely have a match here.
For sure, for sure. All right, here comes the Popes again. Ooh, you know what? It just dawned on me. We had not seen any armor attempts from Rikuto until now. So maybe that's part of his strategy to really clutch this last set out. Ooh, an early RE attempt. No bueno.
That's going to round out Rikuto so much in this matchup because, like, you know, we already talked about the counter hit abilities of Astaroth, but now we're going to implement armor as a way to punish 8-way funds from pushing on frame disadvantage. That's going to be really tough for 8-way funds. But as we said, that was a great GI from 8-way funds to push additional damage, baiting that re-GI. But the armor once again is ooh. Like, this is kind of a newer development, so 8-way funds has to adapt to this fast, or else it's going to be a Rikuto match in an instant.
Oh, what a call out. I mean, to back up and just go for the launcher. I mean, these moves that 8-way is pulling out here, I mean, they're working so well for him.
That was such, like, a brilliant way to, like, play with timing, because, like, 8-way funds just blocked a Brew Rush, and Rikuto was expecting 8-way funds to do something. But what did 8-way funds do? He did nothing. And Rikuto was like, wait, he's blocking now? What the hell? I'm gonna go in, and all of a sudden 8-way funds like, I feel like doing a 3B now, and it just caught the timing of the Bull Rush. Like, that was so brilliant for 8-way funds. But now, Rikuto, life deficit, he's gonna try to make something happen, but just now the mashing's gonna come out once again from 8-way funds to just kind of switch it up. Or not so much switch it up, but just kind of going back to plan A after, you know, some snippets of plan B.
Yeah, and it looked like he was supposed to dodge that RE attempt coming out of Rikuto, but doesn't matter. Takes the third round there. It's possibly the last set for Rikuto. Nice GI, gonna go for plus frames, and Rikuto gonna respond with a soul charge. Runs right in. I mean, he was just looking to turn up the offense right now. Plus this soul charge coming out of 8-way.
8-way funds is blocking now, so that is like Rikuto's cue to implement these throws, but like 8-way funds is just kind of playing with these weird timings where he's like blocking for a second and then baiting Rikuto to do something, and 8-way funds would just slam a button into him. So like, this is just interesting timings coming for 8-way funds. It's just really throwing off Rikuto. It's throwing off me, honestly. Another throw on the grab. Oh, but here comes a reversal edge. This is going to be huge for Rikuto if he gets right, but 8-way funds is not going to play that guessing game. And now we're just back into neutral.
And Rikuto sitting on 1 bar. I'm guessing he's going to use it right then and there. And what I wanted to say was, how is he going to use it? Because he's gonna need it to finish this round, and boom, there it goes.
Read like a book. He knew he was gonna finish this round with a throw because the low poke was not gonna do it. So that was just a stellar read from Rikuto to take this to this final round. Like, Rikuto is just playing with his heart tonight, man. Oh,
Ooh.
what a bait.
Too much early RE attempt coming out of Rikuto. See what A-Way does here. Gets snatched up right out. I don't know what. I think that was that a soul attack attempt. I don't even know.
But that meter is gone. That is 2 command throws from Rikuto. A-Way Funds has one last chance. I'm done.
And what a call out. That was such a call out for Rikuto to just run up and just snatch him up that way. I mean, damn. Damn.
It's not an easy matchup for Astaroth, but Rikuto does not care. He is Astaroth.
He really does it.
He is one of the best Astaroths in the world right now, so that is such a good approach to the matchup. Just all the adjustments, all the counter adaptation, like, that was such a good match. And 8-Way Funds, you know, he played with so much heart, but man, Rikuto at the last second was just able to just put it all out there and just scraped it by just an inch over 8-Way Funds. That was such a good match for Rikuto. It's just such a good match overall. That was entertaining. Best match of the night.
Yeah, it's just like you were saying, if anyone knew the matchup, it would be Rikuto. And I have seen Rikuto take on 8-Way so many times, and I think he just needed that element of like, all right, you're gonna throw out buttons and, you know, troll me. Well, I'm just gonna roll up and just snatch you right out of whatever you wanted to do. And that's exactly what he did. So, I mean, good stuff to Rikuto. But yeah, 8-Way definitely put on a great sequence for us. I mean, that sequence where he was just kind of like teleporting back and forth.
Welcome to the
Oh yeah, that's one for the Twitch highlights. But you know, it was just that, you know, we saw that the adaptations that 8-Way Funds was implementing, and you know, it's just definitely like a back and forth of adaptation between both players. It was just a great match to watch throughout, you know, from round 1 to the final round. It was just so fun.
Definitely.
Okay, we got one more left in winners quarterfinals. You ready? Ready
No.
for
No.
Kwang, you sure?
Okay, yeah, we'll watch it.
We've got
ball out.
We've got Team DEUS's Incendiate versus Jimbonator.
Oh Lord.
Alright, come on. This is every week at NLBC?
Yeah, it is.
Oh god.
Haomaru.
What can I say, man? Like, these two players are killers. Like, the focus can be on Incendiate. He's such like a consistent player. You know, he's won many of these tournaments, but like, you know, Jimbonator's a monster too. So this is just gonna be just a pleasure to watch.
Let's cut right to it.
Like, they're just such smart players, these two,
And Incendiate going for, going for Ivy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
Congratulations, Sly.
I'm so happy. You know, earlier during the War of the Rose stream, because Amy Lionheart was playing, we had such in-depth conversations about Ivy as a character, and I was not expecting to see Ivy. I was expecting to see X. So I'm happy.
Now, how does the matchup feel against like Haomaru? Like, I feel like Haomaru just has to like go in, but I'm not sure if how like the zoning aspect goes into this matchup. Like, how does this feel as Ivy player?
To be honest with you, I don't have a ton of Hao experience. I think I played against maybe one time online, and not even like Parsec, like regular online.
Sure.
So I am not sure. I think this is really going to just come down to the players. Because as you saw there, and as we saw earlier coming out of Jimbonator, his ability to kind of like duck and weave and choose his moments to apply offense. What I do know that he's doing really well here is he's staying just out of range of her 6-6A and throwing his tornadoes instead, and then picking his moments to go in, and that's absolutely going to help him in this matchup. My God.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a similar game plan to what we saw when he was against Xephukai, just with a few caveats, right? Like we're seeing more of these roles to really emphasize kind of the weaving aspect of like Jimbonator's playstyle, which we didn't really get to see against Xephukai. But like, it seems that Jimbonator was just really just kind of playing against this like dead zone against Ivy, where it's like constant back and forth, just really trying to force Incendiate to whiff, but at the same time, if Incendiate is too much on the defensive, Jimbonator is just going to go in and implement his 50-50s. But until that happens, Jimbonator is just going to take the life deficit, just back up, force Incendiate to come in and just catch the approach. So like, just a well-rounded like playstyle in this Ivy matchup on the side of Jimbonator. But it looks like Incendiate is making his own adaptation. He's just going to go in and perhaps threaten the command throws. It's a up-close brawl, but it's not going to be entirely in favor of Jimbonator. Oh my god, we're not teching that!
Battle 4. Fight.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Looks like
Alright.
Clive had to step out for just a second.
No problem. Yeah, I just
See it?
so.
Okay.
Yep, so here we go. So kind of going back to this neutral situation, but Jimbonator is just gonna commander roll right into his face. But what the heck is this? We're just gonna go into the CE there, but that is gonna be a lethal hit. I believe that's a block punish, but we're gonna interrupt that unblockable. It is a slow unblockable, so no need to evade it if you're just gonna be up close and you can just interrupt it with a BB. But that is going to be the 6B, the gut punch there into another 6B. What a dominant performance from Jimbonator. Now, we did see Incendiate fall to a Haomaru in DEUS Kylo, so I'm assuming that's why we're seeing the Ivy over the Xianghua, and just like that, we're gonna continue with the Ivy on the side of Incendiate. Wonder what adjustments are gonna be made. I kind of like trying to brawl up close because you get the threaten with the command throw, but like Haomaru, you know, he's got the traditional 2A, and he's got like such these rolls are cut and commando roll in and like out, but now we're going to kind of a close range brawl now. I guess Jimbonator is just really comfortable with just like staying up close, and the command throws are just not a factor right now, because like even if Incendiate tries, it just seems like just going to be like interrupted by the fast buttons that Haomaru has going for him. But Incendiate tries to get a 50-50 going on, but good delayed get up on the side of Jimbonator to just basically shut down that mix-up. But just like that, Jimbonator just stays defensive, just getting that step duck in, and manages to clutch it out that round from Incendiate. But a closer round that we've seen compared to the other rounds, so I'm not sure where the comfort spot is for Incendiate, but perhaps that is just keeping the long range. All Jimbonator can really do is just the barrel rolls, right? And maybe that Helmbreaker there. But you know, Incendiate does have access to like those long range styles of Ivy, but that dead zone is going to be kind of problematic if that continues. And Jimbonator, he's just playing with his ranges, he's playing with his spaces just so well. It doesn't seem that Incendiate is able to get any kind of plan. I mean, the long range is like great, but like it's just gonna be so hard for Incendiate to just kind of maintain that space throughout every round, and eventually he's just gonna get to this close range game where it just kind of seems awkward for Incendiate. And especially where Jimbonator, you know, he doesn't have to play like only up close. He can play up close, he can play far, but you know, once he is up close, like it just seems like he just runs away from the game. And Incendiate tries to run away, but gets caught with the commander roll. Oh my god! And Jimbonator just goes in with the RI. He's just got his number, man. Jimbonator with one of the most dominant performances I've seen, just taking it over Incendiate. This man is just so sick. What just happened? That was just such dominant Haomaru play from the Jimbo Nation himself over Incendiate. That was so crazy.
Wow. Jimbo's really on fire this tournament.
Oh my god. I tried to respond with a mouth full of water, but I'm just excited. that was crazy.
Oh, we still got losers round 4 matches before top 8, correct?
We're about to basically be in top 8. So
Oh, so like
now's our
all right. Now's
now's
our
our
break time
chance.
and chill time. Okay.
yeah.